Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode of Harry Potter Wizards Unite. Today, a brand new update has come out. 3 hours ago, Phases put out an update stating that there have been changes that we have been expecting this week. So we knew that changes to Portkeys were coming. Originally, it was thought to be 5Ks, 7Ks, and 10Ks. But now it is 7Ks and 10Ks. So they've increased the amount of Raxperts rewards in those Portkeys that you can get. So we have an example from somebody on Discord. Big shout out to Dr. Who for providing us with these screenshots. We have a 7K here, so this is Harry's school trunk. So this is a brilliant Portkey from one of the events that we just recently had. And he got 600 XP, 15 family XP, 2 and 4 ingredients of grainy hair or Braxton hair, and unicorn hair. Not that great rewards. So for a start, it's not looking great. Then we go into this one and we see 145 family XP, which is pretty good. From a 7K Portkey, that needed to happen for me. The 7Ks were, you only needed to collect 3 during your event. There was no point wasting your keys on getting any more 7Ks because you were just going to get the same fragments for Harry's school trunk. I'd like to see something change there in which you get other fragments past when you've completed it, because it just, I was completely discouraged and spent a good portion of the event, probably 6 days of the event, not picking up any Portkeys, so I didn't acquire them and have to walk through them. So it's nice to see that there is some bonus to now doing that, some incentive, and it really comes in this third screenshot with the 2,600 XP, 35 family XP, and 2 unicorn hair. I think it's unicorn hair, but the 2,600 XP is pretty nice. But then it gets better. We go into the rewards from a 10-kilometer Portkey opening. We have Ron Weasley's wand. Now I'm unsure how many pieces, how many Ron Weasley's wand this guy had at the very beginning. I would hope that he had none and got 6 fragments, because that would be awesome, seeing that we have to get 120, and I've opened a 10K and got ones before and I only get 1 fragment, which really annoys me, because you can obviously do a fortress and acquire them through that for doing a really high quality one. But I feel like 10K, it should deserve like the best rewards, like in Pokemon Go, where you get some of the best Pokemon out of those 10Ks. You get the best XP and you get potential candies towards creating those evolutions with probably more often the most powerful Pokemon. So it was really nice to see though 6,000 XP nearly from 1 Portkey opening. That's good. That is a lot better. Then in the final opening, 185 XP. So it looks like this is a good start. I'm looking forward to open some 10Ks myself. Don't actually have any. Kind of wish I saved them for my 8 times 10 kilometer opening, but that was ages ago, so probably wouldn't have been worth it. So let me know what you think about those updates in terms of, do you think it's a good change that they've had, that we're going to get more XP, more rewards from those Raxperts? I think is a welcome change, and I'm excited to see what rewards I get in future. Next up, we got Wizarding Challenges. Increase the chance of challenge foundables being awarded in chambers 2 to 20. Now, this is an interesting one, because you sat at probably about a 50% of getting a foundable when you engage in a fortress battle, use your runestone, and that was alright. I thought it was going to make Wizarding Challenges a grind, but I didn't think it was too bad. So it looks like they've increased that. By how much, I don't know. I'm probably going to go out and test that, give us a kind of ballpark percentage. I'd say it's at about 50% when I've of all the Wizarding Challenges that I've done, but it'll be interesting to see exactly what that is. Probably do maybe like a run of, I think I've got 34 runestones per category for about 4 of them, so maybe run through all those. That would give us maybe around 100. That would give me quite a good sample size, so we'll see what those odds will have been increased to potentially. But it is nice, because when you're taking down those higher levels and you're going for those higher rewards, it's really frustrating when you don't win anything. I battled a level 1 fortress chamber, so that's the 11th chamber, and I didn't get anything for it. Then I battled the 9th and then the 8th, and I still got nothing for it. So it will be good for those moments when you're putting in, you know, a lot of time. We're like 8 minutes, 10 minutes going into that. So it's going to be nice to get a better reward from that. Then we have quite a strange change, something that honestly, I don't think that, for me personally, it's not going to make that much difference. I suppose Riem Blood and Bitterroot and Snowdrop are the harder to find, but they put an increased chance of Riem Blood, Snowdrop and Bitterroot potions ingredients to appear on the map. Now, one of my problems with this is that, okay, so we plant things in greenhouses, right? And then they sprout some rewards, and that it makes the greenhouses useful. So the only way, you know, the most reliable way, I say it's the only way, but the only way to get a ton of toadstools, leaping toadstools, is through going to your greenhouse and growing some seeds, hatching. But I think Bitterroot is definitely in there as well, and Snowdrop. You can obviously use those to create them, and I usually have a lesser amount of hours to be able to grow them, and in turns they sprout, and it makes the greenhouses useful. So making those less common ingredients more common makes this even more no use. There's no need to do it. I've got plenty of Bitterroot, plenty of Snowdrops. I mean, I got 35. Riem Blood, I've got 11. It's not something I'm running out of, and maybe I'll play more than the average casual player. Please be a... it's not going to be a Centaur, is it? It's going to be a Pixie. So maybe okay if you're like not playing as much as I am. Just, maybe probably I'll get more than the average. Then it will be a good thing to have for you to be able to create. Some of the best potions requires some of those ingredients. So hey, increased chances. Yeah, there are none on the floor, on the ground. So maybe it's only a slight increase, but maybe that's a small sample size. And then the final change is just a Wizarding Challenges fix. So they fixed an issue where challenge foundables from Wonders of the Wizarding World were not being rewarded in Wizarding Challenges, as well as general bug fixes. So that means that if you had been battling in fortresses and using your runestones of the Wonders of the Wizarding World, you would not be getting rewards that come in the form of a bus, the night bus, and I believe the other one is Hogwarts Express on 9 3/4. Don't know why it's basically crashed on 4G. Nope. It's on Wi-Fi. Yeah. So if you were going into registry and Wonders of the Wizarding World, I don't think I've done too many battles with this, so I think I should have plenty of my runestones. But if we look at those two, it must be all three of those. Platform 9 3/4, Hogwarts Express, and the night bus should now be available in your fortress battles. Hoping I didn't waste any. Should have 34 if I... 35. That's fine. I got more than that. So yeah, now's the time to use those rune stones, and if you used them before, that's why you got nothing. And that's everything as far as we know in terms of general bug fixes. I'm not sure exactly what they are. I wonder if anybody has commented anything. Just in time for Harry's birthday. Yes, finally I can get my Centaur bows and more Riem Blood. So yeah, it's going to be good in terms of like the increased rewards does mean... See, yes, it does require grind, a lot of rune stones as well, and it means that that's just the first stage. We've got 4 pages technically to go through, and the rates they were at the moment, and if they were going to require more fragments every time you prestige, it was going to be a grind, like a real grind, and disproportionate to the grind in the wild. So, and I always felt like it was alright for that to be like that, because you want to get more rewards for going out and exploring and walking compared to just standing still and battling. But I think the gap was a bit too far between those. Increased the amount of rack spurts rewards. Glad this. How SOS mysteries issued. Is preventing most dedicated players. Is the chance of finding more foundables in a fortress a flat rate? Or does the rate scale with higher difficulty with the challenges? At the moment, it seems it's a flat rate. It'll be interesting to see if they've changed it so that it does increase with the higher levels, which it really should do, because you can just grind out level 2s and have the same rate and not waste as much time. When is this update going live? It's live, should be live straight away. Stuck in the office. I'm gonna check the critical hit damage. So apparently that's fixed in terms of through automatically said, has anybody stuck in the office? Can somebody check that the critical hit damage bonus is still capped at 100%? It's not now, apparently. It is fixed so that you can now do wizard crit for 242 on first hit. It takes into account first strike, crit damage, and proficiency. Finally did 201 damage on refer. So it looks like that's fixed. If anybody was wondering about that one, I wasn't aware of that. Any update on the dancing dummies fixed for auras? Oh, I'm not sure what that is. Yeah. This is guys, great step forward. Yeah, I mean it's a nice step forward. Anything that works to kind of make the game more balanced is always a good thing. Keep up the good work. Explains why somebody's got 45 Rian blood now. Increased challenges, exploration. It doesn't look like. I mean, there's a lot of people chatting about this. Oh, how far does this go? Oh, somebody's going into. Is that a rant? I think this is my own biggest headache with the fragment design. All they really need to do is make the traces you have max fragments still reward the bonus family XP for proceeding your page. Getting 1 XP waiting for your last 7 Magic Most Evil books is terrible. It is kind of annoying when you've completely filled out your whole of your registry and you have just one thing that you're going for and it's a medium. So, I mean, I definitely find myself medium checking. So like this, I currently need 1 more Quidditch cup, but I've been searching all day and haven't found one. Other than that, there have been some changes going forward that we talked about in terms of the update, and a lot of YouTubers are coming out now about just their hate around certain things. Not hate, maybe hate's a strong word. Their dislike of certain things, and we all agreed in a chat on Discord earlier that yesterday I think it was actually, that energy system needs fixing. It just needs tweaking in the positive direction of getting energy, because yes, if you're like a hardcore player, for me it's fine. I have no energy problems. I just go to a stop and sit. But for people who are casual players, this game is just not for you. This game just does not work for you if you're in combo with a casual rural player. So if you live like me in this area, like I say, it's not an energy problem for me, but I know my partner picked up the game, played it for the first week, and then got sick of going home with no energy. And yes, she wanted to play it. She'd love to sit and probably deal with these foundables as they come up in her home, but she can't because she's got no energy, and she can't go out because she has a child and me going out in the car instead. So no, it's not that bad. I do my part. So I just think I agree with a lot of those comments. We just lose out on a Murtlap on a Masterful gas. Was that Masterful? I don't know, it was green. So let me know what you guys think as well. Do you think this is a positive update, and what updates would you like to see in the future most? Okay, that's all for this one. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, please hit the like button and hit subscribe if you want to keep up to date with future content and information. That's all for me. See you guys soon.